The Penn Centre fills in for Montebello Park on the Civic Holiday Weekend. That will be the site of the St. Catharines Rotary Club's Drive-Thru Ribfest. Jennifer Hansen from the club joins the source. Jennifer, why the Penn Centre this year?
We were looking for some spot that would have excellent exposure so that more people could find a central location to get ribs. Last year we did the big backyard event and it was over at the Seymour Hanna Arena, so a little bit far out of the reach of the people in the center of Niagara. So, we were so happy that Penn Centre agreed to host this event with us, and certainly lots of space, so we have lots of room for lots of cars without impeding too much traffic.
Jennifer, chances are we could be in stage 3 of the province's reopening plan by then. How did you work together with the Penn Centre to make sure that shopping won't be disrupted?
Well, I think we've been doing this since January. So at that time, we weren't sure where we would be at the Civic Long Weekend. So we made plans as best we could. So everyone at the Penn Centre, all of the vendors are aware that we will be there. And hopefully having Ribfest there will draw people to the Penn Centre. They'll do a little bit of shopping, have a little bit of lunch or a little bit of supper. And so it's kind of like a win-win for both people. It will take up a bit of the parking lot, but there are a few stores that aren't open currently, so there should be sufficient space. It'll be very well signed and very well organized, so there should still be sufficient parking. So hopefully it'll be win-win for both of us.
Physically, can you tell me where it actually is? And are people coming in from Glendale and exiting out the back?
They'll be coming in from Glendale and within reason exiting out the back. So we'll have 3 different rows, one for each of the rivers, with Rotarians there to help manage their drive-through to make sure that it doesn't overflow into Glendale there. So Walmart's been excellent. They also agreed to have us there. So I think everyone at the Penn Centre has been very, very accommodating for us, and we're really very fortunate to have such good partners.
You mentioned the river, so I have to ask, who is going to be there?
So we have 3 of the favorites this year. We have Billy Bones, Uncle Sam's, and Camp 31. So 3 of the top rivers that we have in Niagara. We always like having the full spectrum, but COVID's put a big hinder on fundraising for us. So having 3 this year hopefully will allow for a few more dollars to be raised for the community.
When you look at last year's take-home event, how much did that impact the fundraising for the event?
Oh, it was very, very significant. I think all of the festivities, all of the different fundraising opportunities in the community have been greatly impacted. But we still have to find some money for the community. And even though it wasn't as much as we had hoped for, we still did very well. And our focus last year was on the community to get people to come out and buy from the different restaurants and take out their food, because they've been severely impacted. So if we made a bit of money, great. But what our focus was last year was really for the community restaurants, make sure that the community knew that they really needed help as well. So this year, our focus is on raising funds for St. Catharines, Niagara, and for the Rotary Ribfest. So hopefully having 3 in a drive-through event will be much more prosperous for us. Certainly, we probably won't raise as much as we do at Montebello Park, but every dollar helps, and we've never stopped our fundraising. So
every dollar helps, and where do these dollars end up?
Oh, all over Niagara, really. Everything from, the local hospitals, hospice, community care, many, many different children's organizations, the Children's Center, different schools. We do breakfast program at Centennial School. There's so many. Actually, currently, we've just raised money for the beautification of Happy Rolf. So a whole new playground going in. So we do everything we can, and it all goes back to the community. So none of it comes back to us. It's all volunteer, and we just get out there and raise money for our community and for anybody who really needs the money. There's really no end to where the money goes.